Hello, good morning, everybody. I'm Hillary Strong. Happy Thursday. I am creative director and co founder of Your Dreams on Fire, and you're watching a Facebook Live. I'm streaming through StreamYard, which is a very cool product, very low cost, that helps you provide live trainings. You can do interviews, it's pretty cool. I have some links, you can check it out in our Socially on Fire group. So thanks everyone for joining me today, or if you're watching the play, again, wonderful. So today I want to demo one of my favorite tools that I use as an entrepreneur all the time. And I use it, seems like more and more as time goes on. They keep adding wonderful features. And let me tell you, I am not a graphic designer. And I've learned just by trying new things. And I think anybody can become their own designer. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody should. It really depends on whether you have the time, the patience, the skills, but it's really easy to use, and everybody needs to understand the benefit. And every business needs to be providing professional content online. Now, once you create content in Canva, I use that for our website, for emails, for all of our social media. You can make brochures and newsletters and print. So there's so many things that you can do for very low cost, but start for free. So I'm going to jump right in, share my screen, and share. Guess I have to click on it. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into Canva. So this is what you'll see. It's .com. I put a link for you to get the free version. And I would highly recommend that you just start with that. I'm going to show you today some pro features. So to become a pro, it's like $10 a month if you get the annual fee, and like $12.95. But I just want to show you what you can do for free, right? You can come in and do lots of designs. So this is what you're going to see when you come in. So you can design anything. So you could type up here and say you need a Facebook, let's type Facebook story. Give it just a second. And there you go. And so one of the really valuable things, I think, is that they have a lot of templates. What this is, as you can see here, it's pre-done templates for you. Now, in many instances, you can change the image, the color, add your logo. So another thing that I do too is if I see designs I like, I snip them and I try to, replicate them, not completely, but just like some of the features maybe of the design, or maybe I like the font or how they did something. So, but I typically come in and you can just start with a blank template over here if you want. You can always do that. Otherwise, you can just start with, I'm not going to do a story. I just wanted to show you that. But they're very popular, and I would highly recommend them if you're on Facebook or Instagram. And we're just going to do a regular, I just want to show you all the things you can do. So one of the great things is that you 50 does inches and pixels, but they're already sized correctly for you, like the Instagram post. That's already sized correctly. The Facebook cover, all of these things are ready to go for you. So just want to show you, you can do a document. They have presentation, video, a YouTube intro. I designed some animation is something with the pro feature. We'll talk about that. And that kind of goes together with getting people's attention online, is that if you have something that's moving, it gets people's attention. We're watching more video than ever before, so would highly recommend that. You can create posters. I've created posters for my infographics, flyers, brochures, YouTube thumbnails, wallpapers, book covers. I mean, it's just endless, calendars. So you can do personal things, school things, documents, marketing. Let's look at marketing. It just kind of shows you. So this is all, you know, flyers, posters, ads, posts, events. I know a lot of people are doing virtual events, which is great. Having face-to-face is a little bit more difficult now, but they have invitations, announcements, tickets, programs. If you go to social media, again, I probably use this the most because I use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I make stories. I'm making covers all the time. So I probably use the social media. And I tend to use Instagram post because it's a square. And the thing to remember about that is that you can use that on Twitter and also. Not that you should be posting the same thing, but it's nice to have the square image. So we're just going to go into that. Click the link, free account. And I'd recommend the account just start off just to see, have you play around a little bit. So my challenge today is to really replicate what I'm doing here. Go in, set up a free account, and we're going to create our first post. And I'm going to walk you through that. So I do believe that anybody can design. A lot of students that I've taught and businesses did not think they could do it, but they're doing it. And I don't think, I've tried some other platforms and I've used InDesign and Photoshop. There's a really big learning curve with that. And quite frankly, most of us can just not afford to have a graphic designer design all of the things you have to do, right? Or you hire someone, some design skills to help you if this isn't your jam, and that's okay. I think you'll find this program is pretty easy to use, and they continue to add. Some of the news they've added is music, videos, animators, things like that. So okay, so when you come in, and one of the nice things too is when you are in Canva, it saves all of your designs automatically. So I've only had it happen where I kind of went down once in the middle of doing something that it just didn't save all the changes that I had done. So this is wonderful. So this is the search template up in the top right, and you can search. I just want to show you, they do have some, they have love, food, sale, birthday, summer, spring, wedding. They've added a lot of, just to kind of make it simpler, travel. They have a lot of COVID stuff in here, Easter, holidays, that kind of thing. So say you are making a sale, and we're just going to type that in, and we're just going to search to see what kind of templates. So all of these over here on the left are templates. So we're going to start out with just a blank template. And I do like to look through to see, kind of get an idea of, remember you can change a lot of the pictures and colors and text. The thing to remember with the templates is that highly skilled people actually design these. Skills beyond mine. I will never have their skills. So you don't want to, if you're going to pick a template, don't change much about it. I mean, you can change your color and a picture and the words, of course, but don't move the elements around. Don't change it out. It's been designed for a purpose. And so I would recommend that you just kind of stick with the design of the template. Sometimes I'll move something out of the way, or maybe make it larger, something like that. So let's just find one that we can do that has a picture. Let's just click on this one. Let's say we're having a Cyber Monday sale. Okay, so that clicks that right in there. And so you can click it, you can drag it in. Now here you're going to see the animate. You're going to see that in the free version, you cannot use that. That is a pro feature. If you see anything with this little gold crown, that is the pro version. So for today, we're not gonna do that. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So say we've got black. You can see that up here. You can click on that and say, I don't want black. And you can do a new color, and you can actually type in what's called a hex color, so the colors of your branding. One of the advantages of Pro is that you could put in all your branding colors, and like here, they pop up right here. So you already have them, but you can click around. Sometimes I'm looking for different colors. I don't want red. Say I want more, my colors are more green. So maybe want to do a light green. So that actually gives you that hex number. It's a 6-digit, and basically it's what this color is, those 6 combination of letters and numbers. So we're going to keep the white background and say I want to change. I could change, just take that out. So you could change any of the wording here. I'm just going to take out online, and that looks good. I don't like this beige, so you click on that. I'm going to do the green again. So the green will save, and you just click on that. And now I'm just clicking back over, and I'm going to put in, and say I want this in white because I want it to show up. I'm just going to type something new. Cyber sale, don't miss this sale. Okay, so you can type in whatever you want. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to go over here to the color, and I'm just going to change it to white. And and then you can kind of click outside. There you go. Now you might want black. That didn't kind of pop as much as I wanted it to. So, oops. So then you can always use this little arrow up here. It has the back button, and that's going to make any change that you just did disappear. So it's just going to go back to black. So again, when you're thinking about this, just remember there's always that back button. You can always undo. It's my favorite button. And I'm just going to take out, I just deleted. Now this is what's called a frame. We're not going to get into that today, but you can actually lock the frame, and I probably will show you the difference. So we're going to go into photos. One of the cool things about Canva is they have so many free templates, so many free images. You can also upload your own, which is great. And again, you can search. So let's do sale. Let's just see what comes up when we type in sale in the search bar. See what kind of photos come up, if anything. And again, they have a nice button, and you can just upload things, JPEGs, PNGs. Those are types of images. So let's see. We'll just kind of look a little bit, just go down here, see what they have. Now I'm using the Pro version. So if one of the images has again, a gold crown, that means you have to pay for it. So again, another reason, but they have really tremendous amount of images in here. So usually I can find what I want. And I do have the Pro version, but yeah, so maybe this one, because it has the green color. I'm just kind of move this so it clicks into place. I just moved it a little bit. Now, what's cool about this is I can double click on the image. In theory, there we go. Oh, if you double click, you can actually move that image around, or I can make it, say I want the sale bigger, and I can move that over. So you can do lots of things. I can take that and make it smaller, and I can center that. So I think I'll leave that, and you just hit done. So again, that's just a double click. I'm just going to delete that. That's too much stuff. And so if I want to make this smaller, I just drag in. Do you see how the whole image it's not changing the look of the image? So let's do that again. So say I just want to add an image in. It's gonna change if I don't have it locked in or have that background. It can change the size, the scale of the image. So what I recommend, I'm just going to delete that. You can delete or undo. So I'm going to put this back, move this back. And when you make it larger, it's not going to change any element of the image when you do that. And you can also, if I'm going to add anything on top, you can actually, there's a little lock button. I've locked this now. So if I try to move this, do you see how the image doesn't move at all? It's locked in place. And you can always unlock it just by clicking it back. So again, and now, you can just, my challenge is to you just to go into a template and go into one that has an image and pick a different photo and swap it out. I think that's the best way. Go in and change, you just have to go in it and fiddle with it a little bit. But if I wanted to change Cyber Monday, I go in and I just highlight and I'll go in and maybe change that to, I want something not black. There we go. And maybe I decide, oh, I don't want that image. So let's go back into Sale. And maybe we'll pick this one. So I just drag that over. And again, you just go to the corners and you can drag out. And then you can kind of center it. You just kind of have to hold it down and do that. Now you could add your logo, you can do lots of different things, but really the whole point is to just be able to go in here, search for whatever you want, pick a template, and then see what you can do with the template. Again, I didn't change anything. I changed some colors. I made this different. So now with this, maybe I want something that's going to pop a little bit. So maybe I want orange. Maybe that's orange and green are a good color combination. There we go. So that pops a little bit. I might move that image down just a titch. So I really haven't, and then Canva helps you kind of when you're centering. Do you see how I'm moving that? It kind of marks the center line so everything is straight on. And again, if I didn't like the font, you can go in and change the font. So let's go in here and you can upload fonts. That's a pro feature. You can do that. So let's just do something a little bit different. So you can search up here for your favorite fonts. And that's another thing with the pro version, you can actually have all your fonts stored there so that they come up in all of your, now we're gonna make that, because it's kind of in, we're gonna just make that a little bit smaller. There you go. But you see how I'm just slightly manipulating this? I'm not doing a lot. So that's really the gist. So let me just walk through. So there's all these templates you can use, tons and tons, and you can search up here for your idea of, you can upload with the free version, you can upload your own images, your own logos, really anything. It just has to be a PNG or a JPEG. In the pro version, you can actually upload your own videos, which is great. You take those, especially with the smartphone. So I do believe that anybody, and then they do have this remove background feature, which I've been playing with. That is very cool. So again, this is photos. You can search in there. Elements, a lot of fun elements to do. So again, you want to grab people's attention. You don't want it to be, you have to watch that people can, people are looking at things. And so you have to scale images so they can read. There's not too much information, that it has some pop to it. So again, they have lots of images, pictures. Again, these are, you can do shapes and icons, and these stickers are fun. So this is a pro feature. Again, all these are animations. It moves. It creates something that catches the eye. So it's important to think about that. But just start with a free version and see if this is a tool that you might be interested in. I think it can help all businesses to become better designers, better creators. It's a way to share our story, our products, our services, more about our business. So they have word stickers, they have food, they have shapes, arrows, emoji stickers. I've been using these a lot and they're super fun, and they keep adding confetti, social media stickers. Again, you can see that they move, right? And you can search for words. So say you wanted something that said, a wow sticker, and then I just search for that, and it should give me some. That's a pretty thing. So see how all this is moving on the side. It just adds a little extra punch to your images. So I'm just kind of showing you some other things you can do. Text, we'll go back to text. So you want hierarchy. You want your headline to be bigger. Obviously, your subheading and other text to be smaller. And they've recently come out too with all these kind of cool, this is in the pro version, all of these other, let's see, so they're kind of like neon, they're pretty cool. I just got these loaded in my account. So I've been playing with those. Again, you can, they have sample videos, and you can again search what you're looking for. So maybe they have backwards, beach, business, cities, but you can search. So maybe we want a small business. We'll just type that in and see what kind of videos come up. And again, you can upload your own. You can use these. And they have a little snip tool. So say you want to just make a short and sweet 10-second design. You can snip this 51 seconds. I'm going to be showing you that at a different time, but I just kind of want to show you what all the cool features they have. Backgrounds. You can do solid, and they have a lot of free backgrounds you can use, landscapes, patterns, gradients, food textures, all sorts of things in here. There we go. Nature, lots of cool things. You can create folders when you have the Pro account too, which is pretty cool. It's just a way to organize into different businesses. If you go to the More tab, they've got different styles, musics, charts, and then they have all these apps and integrations. So you can actually link your Facebook page or your YouTube or Instagram and your Bitmoji. Link those and use the images from Facebook without having to download them and then re-upload them. So they've added all these apps too, which is very, very cool. Flickr, some of you might use that. So what I'm seeing from Canva is that they continue to offer more and more things right in. This is not a video editor per se, but you can create animation. If I click on the animate, I'm just going to show you like Rise. Do you see how some of your, it moves? That's just a simple thing you can do. It just takes the objects you have. Stop. So you can take a different baseline. You can just kind of click and just see what they're going to look like. Pop. And then you can download them as a GIF or a video, an MP4 player, MP4. Yeah, so again, that feature, but again, just by using a template, adding what words you want, you can add your logo, and then you animate, you can just create movement just by using the animate button, which is pretty cool. So I just want to remind you that this is probably one of my favorite tools. I use it all the time in my business and for my clients. Resize is probably something that I use a lot. So say I want to make a story now out of this just simple Instagram post. Again, it's square, so you can use it in Facebook and Twitter. I could just hit the resize button, which is a pro feature. You used to have to do this manually, so they've come. So say I could do a customized size, but I want to do a Facebook story. So it'll keep your original image, and it will copy and create a story. Especially in stories where they're up for 24 hours on Instagram, you want that thing that's not just stagnant, that just, that doesn't move, basically. It's taking just a minute here, but this used to be, it took a lot of time because I needed it for Facebook, and then, I needed a custom size for something else for my website, so now you can resize, and it's just saves so much time. And make it, you don't want your Twitter to look the same as your Instagram. So that's another, you make a copy of a post. I'll show you how to do that. Super easy. Again, I have taught people that have absolutely no design skills. I had no design skills, but I kind of had to learn out of necessity. And now I wish I would have went to graphic design school. But the good news is that we don't have to. So I can make this bigger. The computer is still kind of processing, but I can move this up. So this is a story. It gives us the perfect template to take it from the corner, just make it bigger. And then I'll center it, kind of move it and center it. And I'm still processing here, so my internet's trying to catch up. And then you could keep this here. You could move down your sail. You could add some more here. And make that bigger. So on a story, remember, people are going to see it pretty quick. Move the background. Make it. See, I'm just toying with it a little bit, just playing with it, but it doesn't take very long. I a lot of pretty quick, all different sizes. So if you wanted to move your background up, we'll move the green up. We have a, again, my internet's not quite still spinning. And then you can move it over so it catches the whole way. So again, just quickly, that's, again, I can go to effects, which is a pro feature. If I wanted to get some movement out of it, try to shut down a few of these. And say I wanted to make it neon, I could make, do you see how it did that? Now I could change my color. So they've got some kind of new, say we wanted black. Let's see how that looks. I don't know if I like that. So what do? I go undo, undo twice, and I'm back to, I love that undo button. I probably use that as much as the resize because I'm always testing. I'm like, I don't like that. Oh, I like that. And so maybe this is ready to go. So now we're not, because we were fiddling around with the video, we just hit the download. And we're not going to do the MP4, that's a video. We're just going to use, I pretty much download a PNG, which is a more higher quality image. And so I'll do that. And the PNG, you can do a transparent background too, which is pretty cool. And then I just hit download. And we are done with our design. Just letting that go. So we must create content. Whether we do it, we hire someone to do it, it needs to be done, it needs to look professional. So Again, a lot of people are using Canva, so you need to put your own colors, your logo, your own kind of what kind of font you like, put your own style on it, but you can use and save a ton of time by using templates. And one of the cool things is that Canva, you can add to your phone. So you can put Canva, I just loaded it. I like to work on my computer. That's probably, I'm a little bit older than this millennial group. I should say a lot older, but you can load the app. So I just loaded it on my phone, and you can create the same things on your phone and download them right away. So that is another cool feature. So my challenge today, if we just go to the home, you can always go home. Again, the great thing is it saves all of the things. So you could go back, say you liked something about that design, go back, change the colors. I do that a lot, especially if you use something like a training once a month, or something that's consistent. Sometimes I'll use the same template, but I'll just change it up a little bit. Okay, so we're back to where we started. So it keeps all of your designs. Again, the pro feature is that you can create folders, you can have your own brand, you can upload, you can create a team, people with your team, whether they can just, maybe with your client, they could just look at it versus you can decide it can be a designer. This is probably the easiest tool that I have found. I've been doing this for 6 years using Canva. It's just easier to use, and it should be fun, right? You're doing this for your business. You're trying to engage your audience. On purpose. I do think that you could have a little bit more fun with social media, perhaps than your website or maybe your newsletter. But again, people wanted to be, they want entertained. They want to know more you, and using video less, I would, you really need to think about the gifts, I don't think that's going away. So I'm having a little trouble here. Here we go. It's kind of starting to load up. One of the new things, so it has all my designs, and it also, a lot of people are using it, and you might even get it for free. They do have programs for, or you get it for free, and you just has a lot of samples, logos. One thing I do want to say about the logos, not that you can't create a logo here. In my experience, if you're going to do like big, I can design posters and things like that and all the swag, but doing print on like t-shirts, mugs, banners that like hang outside, big banners where you need really large images. When I work with graphic designers, they need an FVG file, a higher quality file that Canva does not allow. So that's been really the only limitation that I have seen with that. So my recommendation is, I would have a graphic designer create your logo, because you can get it in all different forms. And then you can get it with a transparent background as well. And the pro feature now, you can erase the background, but your logo, you're going to be putting it on everything. So that's one thing that I probably would invest in, and have a graphic designer create that for your business. If you just need to get going, again, you can create a logo in here very simply. So that's fine too. I just want you to know, sometimes if you're going to do those other things, and Canva does have a print feature here. I think they've teamed up with FedEx now, And you can, like I did my business cards and just did print and I my credit card in with Canva, and they're going to get delivered to me. It was very easy to do. I did that in about 10 minutes. But you can make flyers, all of your social media covers. I get a lot of great ideas by just looking at and see I use that. What could I use that for? Um, Posters, for companies. You. I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you. I just kind of wanted to show you. It's super easy to use. It's affordable. Start out for free. Just get a free account and go in and try to use a template, use one of the photos, switch it out, change some of the colors, and download it as a PNG. I always try to download as a PNG, which is a higher quality image. That's all it is versus a JPEG. You can also upload your own and can kind of mess around with that. But the fact is, as a business, as an entrepreneur, we have to be doing this for our business, especially with COVID and all the restrictions. You have to be prepared to have your products and services online and available, right? You need to show yourself, your company, the background. People want to get to know you. They want to know, like, and trust you so that they can refer you to their friends and peers, right? So again, my challenge today is to open up a Canva account for free, start designing. One of the cool things that I am working on and almost have ready to go is called a Canva mini course. Now, I've taught a lot of people and they say, oh, after the class, I get overwhelmed and I can't remember what you said. So I've created a step-by-step mini course that walks you through slowly how to access all of the features, how to create a newsletter, how to create a PDF, how to download, how to do a video, all of those kinds of things. I will be walking you through step by step. There'll be video, there'll be action steps so that you can be designing and using your images and videos and animations right away. Coming very soon. I'm excited to announce that. And you can become a DIY designer for your business or for other people's businesses, right? That's a service that I offer. So maybe that you're a marketing professional, you want to enhance your skills and become more valuable at a business that you're at, right? So Canva is a really versatile tool that you can do so many things and you can impress people, that you can do all these wonderful things for them. So I challenge you to do that. And I'll be coming out next week with the mini course and how you can sign up for that affordable mini course. And I'm going to have lots of great bonuses and freebies in there, and it's going to be super exciting. So I hope that you can share this tutorial with your peers, with other entrepreneurs that might need some help, and they can join us live, join the free community, and come in and watch us every week. And thanks again for watching. I'm keeping this short today. I could talk for hours and hours, but Canva is just one of my favorite things. So if you want to get on the content bus, try Canva. Have a great day. Bye-bye.